Dead air! Ah, no, this game. This isn't dead air. This is Media Martyrs! I'm your host, Almighty Strauss, aka the Strauss, aka Strauss, aka just call me Strauss already. Ignore my Twitter handle!
Okay.
Moving right along, we have Kassup Reviews.
Man, what a good podcast, Media Martyrs. That's it. I'm getting myself a podcast that's environmentally friendly.
Aren't all podcasts environmentally friendly in a way?
Diverting the joke.
No, because they're watched on computers, and computers are made of plastic, and making plastic hurts the environment. So we should all just toss our computers out windows.
I think that's the most insane chain of logic we've ever heard you say, Kassup.
You'll hear
and
more
that's usually
insane.
my job.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're also here with Easem.
What's up? I don't have anything funny to say tonight.
We're also here with Tash of the future.
Yeah.
Which I will say the exact same way every time.
Yeah.
We're also here with Retro K, man of the 80s.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the magical world we call the Media Martyrs.
Magical is not the word I would use.
Yeah, when did we get magic? Because you really should tell me when we
I
get
am definitely not wearing a frilly dress because I am not a magical girl.
You're
Not that magical.
You're a wizard, Strauss.
Anyway, we're also here with Phantom Roxas, the least professional of the bunch.
This is an introduction. Indeed it is.
Unprofessional horror. Anyway, let's continue. Today we are talking about comic books. We all read them, or at least I think we all read them. At least some.
I do.
I do.
We know you do, Tash. We're saving a special episode for your Spider-Man rage.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
That'll be
Wait,
fun, Nate.
that in the future. That's gonna be fun. Anywho's, let's continue, shall we? So, I guess we're just talking about comics in general. I think that's what our mystical list has stated.
Pretty much. I guess since
That's your match.
especially since we've got like people who are really into comics, I guess we should just state our basic experience with comics and like how we got into them.
Sure. Who wants to start us off?
No one apparently.
No one.
No one does!
We all have
Episode over!
we all have
Actually,
embarrassing
wait.
stories that none of us want to share.
Yeah, let's go down, which company do you
Hey,
read
follow
the
them
most
up.
of, I guess?
Yeah,
No way.
sure. Yeah, sure, let's go that way. Easy, you want to start us off? Because yours is pretty obvious.
Yeah. The company I read the most of is IDW because they're the guys who do the Transformer comics.
Yeah. For those who thought we weren't predictable, here's our proof!
Yeah. I'd say the comic company I guess I buy the most would be Dark Horse, because I have one comic, and that comic is Dark Horse, so they win by majority.
A majority of one.
Yes, exactly.
I guess I'll go. It's probably a tie between Dark Horse and, Top Cow.
Mm.
With, DC as a somewhat distant third. And the only reason why DC is counted because they own Vertigo. And, well, we'll talk about Vertigo in a bit.
That's a
Let's see. I am a Marvel person, obviously. I used to collect the comics as a kid. Sadly, I don't. The comics, yes.
Spider-Man.
I had the X-Men comics. Yeah, I think I had X-Men, and I think I had X-Men Classic, and X-Men, 20-something or whatever, to 20... maybe it's been a while.
Well,
But mostly, I collect Sunday comic treasury books. Collections of old Sunday comic strips, from Garfield to Calvin and Hobbes to the Peanuts.
Alright.
But I guess it's kind of two ways with me. With superhero comics, I go with Marvel. With supernatural comics, I go with DC, like Swamp Thing, Constantine.
Launches tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I gotta get
That
that.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well that dates when we did this podcast.
As if we haven't dated ourselves already.
Yeah. I'm trying to...
By golly, good sir.
We're gonna start getting these out more closer to when we actually record them. I promise.
Yeah.
We're starting to catch up.
We're catching up.
Yeah.
So, has everyone stated their thing?
No, not Roxas.
Okay.
The special one has not decided to take the incentive yet.
Okay, so because I am an unprofessional, I do not have a good source of income, thus I resort to trade waiting.
No, that's fine. That's normal.
Yeah, so, I guess looking at it, I currently have like more DC trades, even though I say I want to prefer Marvel, but I have an embargo against Marvel because I'm there over one more day. So I feel like you have to be amazing.
You and so many others.
Isn't everyone?
But the point is that until I have the Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1, I refuse to buy anything more from Marvel unless I get it for free.
And I'll explain why that's stupid when we get to me, because there is one Marvel book I read, and I think it is the greatest thing ever.
We already know what it is.
I would also say that I did see a few Spider-Man comics, digital wise, but it's from the PS3 when I play the Amazing Spider-Man game. So
anyway, moving right along. I guess should we vent first or praise first?
Let's get the venting out of the way.
Yeah.
We'll be here a while then.
Well, we want to end it on a positive note, because positive notes are fun.
Okay! I'm just gonna stand back and just let everyone who likes anything about DC start going. Until we reach Vertigo, then we'll have some anger.
Well, I guess if we're talking about stuff we like, no one could talk about Scott Lobdell.
Wah, wah.
It isn't a Meteor Martyrs episode until Roxas brings up Scott Lobdell.
Yep.
Well, then we've had a lot of non-episodes then.
Or alternatively, it can be Assassin's Creed in its place.
I mentioned Lobdell in 2 other episodes, so those are the only other episodes we've made so far.
Yeah, so you hate Lobdell, let's just get into why.
Okay, I'll admit I'm being prudent on this one, but the whole Starfire thing, and I get that apparently Starfire's got better characterization over time, but I still haven't heard anything about Red Hood and the Outlaws that makes me want it, until I heard that James Tynion IV was taking over, and Tynion writes Talon, which I only read the 0 issue, but that was very good. So I am looking forward to Tynion's run on Red Hood. Not sure if it'll make me change my opinion of the book, but I'm more willing to give Tynion a chance.
Alright.
And
surprisingly reserved.
And Lobdell is on, well, I have other people here, so I can't really rage. Lobdell's also on Superman, so 2 things I don't care for, together, perfect combination. And, oh god, but the worst thing is that Lobdell is still on Teen Titans.
Really that good since the 90s.
So, if we want a Teen Titans book, do we have Hotspot and Argent? Just those 2. I'll be happy with Hotspot and Argent.
See, I don't have anything to vent about because I don't read comics. Therefore, I hold no anger towards them.
If there's any complaints I have now, as a comic book reader, I'm more of a trades guy, much like Rox is, because it's I don't have time. I don't live near any comic book shops at the moment. Like I do when I'm at home, yes, but when I'm away at college, no. So what I hate is when you don't know if the trade is going to be any good or not. I got nothing. I don't read much comics, so I'm kind of stalling for time.
So, why don't you start ranting about Vertigo right now?
Oh yeah, sure. It's dying. DC is killing it. You haven't noticed. Who was the previous head of Vertigo? Because they kicked her out. She was like the editor-in-chief. Who was it?
Chigugo. Is it Karen Berger?
I think so. Because Vertigo was DC's. This is where we put all the stuff that doesn't really follow anything doing with our main continuity, but we still want to make anyways. Group. So that's where Fables was in. That's where Watchmen actually was brought out through that. So was V for Vendetta. A lot of good Alan Moore stuff. Just a lot of good stuff in general. So they're slowly but surely destroying it.
That's sad.
Yeah. Like a lot of other things with DC as of recently, they're slowly but surely killing things they shouldn't have.
Like what?
We could name thousands of characters.
They're going to
Damian
they're
Wayne.
gonna choose. Yeah,
Oh, no,
they're
I was
choose
even
the
gonna-
new 50. Yeah,
I was
they're
even
going to
gonna
the new 52 into Batman 52.
Where is
Pretty much, yeah.
What?
Yeah, where's Wally? We liked him.
Why? Why did they kill Wally?
Because they wanted to reboot the universe.
No, because Jeff Johns and Dan DiDio have a hard-on for Barry Allen.
You know, imagine if the real universe just got rebooted every 10 years or so.
Oh god, we have to restart Meteor Martyrs all over again.
And then
I just know we're gonna get to the point where like we get popular, we actually start being professional, we get really funny and stuff. Reboot.
And okay, guys. So in the Meteor Martyrs reboot, Richo is, I would say, 19, and Kezub, you don't exist.
Oh.
Yeah, that's basically what would happen.
But then who's gonna edit this?
Apparently, I become the most professional person in the reboot.
Exactly.
Of course.
And I will be very, very moody and very mean-spirited, and I'm dark and broody and be in a cave the whole time.
Yeah, and I'll actually praise Ultimate Spider-Man and Jeff Loeb.
And what about me? Like, I just
You'll hate
being-
Transformers.
And you'll be in a bikini.
I hate all of you.
I know.
Okay, you guys, I signed on to the Marvel site, and I'm looking at Avengers Assemble. It was free at the Digital Comics. I'm reading it online, just so you know.
Yeah.
So it's after so many years, I'm finally reading a comic book.
In the reboot, Ross does not have a beard.
Yeah, no, but
And
I
I
do have
don't
a
wear
very
glasses.
bad
No, no.
mustache.
My
Here's
hair
what I
is
would
long,
end up
and I'm...
doing. I would be the one who grew up in the 80s, and I'd be the one who hates every single incarnation of Transformers that wasn't Generation 1.
Wait, what would I be?
No, you'll hate Generation 1.
Yeah, no, you'll hate everything but... You will like everything but Generation 1.
No.
What would I be in the reboot? Would I basically be a knockoff of Cinema Snow?
No, instead you'd be like the kid.
Yeah, you will be the kid, and Cassim does not exist. And see, and there's a problem with rebooting your universe every 5 years.
This is why we can't have nice things, everyone.
In the reboot, Deadpool never existed.
Wait a minute, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna let him finish.
Okay.
Well, I was thinking, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. if our universe got rebooted, since there's also the comic companies making the comic books in our universes, would the comic universe get rebooted because it's within our universe that's being rebooted?
Yes.
Rebootception.
I knew someone was
like
going to go there.
DC is all Batman, and Marvel's all Spider-Man.
No, make it the other way around. Marvel's all Batman, and DC is all Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
No, wait, on the bright side, in the reboot, one more day never happened.
God,
Did it?
that'd be great.
Actually,
Yay.
come to think of it, I would
Bad
probably
News
like.
Superior Spider-Man still happened.
Oh no!
Wait,
But here's the
guys.
I just did the shocking realization.
We are so off track.
Yeah.
Well, that
If there
means
was a mirror
Spider-Man One Day
universe-
More still happened?
I'll ask.
Yeah, pretty much.
God damn it.
So anyone want to go back to talking about comics that actually exist?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I just want to say one more thing on the whole reboot the universe thing. Michael Bay would be the Francis Ford Coppola of our time, and I would actually like his movies.
Yeah.
You mean
Yeah,
you'll
that
like
would
it if
take a
Michael Bay
hard ass
did-
reboot, by the way.
Yeah.
Hard
Yeah.
ass.
Imagine-
Hey, I have a bad. If Michael Bay did a remake of The Godfather.
Oh wow.
Oh God, no.
Explosion!
Oh, guys.
Is that what you like? Is that what you? Because you said he was the new Frank Ford Coppola.
Michael Bay.
I think if Michael Bay did a reboot of The Godfather in our universe, it would pretty much be Saints Row the movie.
No. Michael Bay.
That actually might work.
Michael Bay made the original Godfather.
Oh.
Yeah, and Francis Ford Coppola is Michael Bay.
No.
So does this mean
I'm-
Michael Bay also made that Robin Williams movie Jack?
Yes.
That would be interesting. I actually kind of want to see that, honestly. Just because
Oh,
I have no idea
Robin
how that would
Williams.
happen.
As a 14-year-old with explosions.
Alright, comics.
Alright.
Comics.
Okay.
We're talking about comics.
Yes,
Comic
we are
books.
talking about
books.
comics.
We're talking about comic books. I feel weird. I feel like there's something else in the building. Yeah, hold on, let me check. Oh God! Hi, Faye.
You okay?
Yes, that's
But I
right,
have-
everyone. For the first time ever, we have a guest on Media Martyrs, and we got them halfway through the podcast because we are professional like that.
Please welcome our guest,
Professionalism.
Stephanie, aka Fire Fairy 81.
Hi.
Yes.
Hey!
Hey.
So, Fire Fairy knows more about comics than, well, not more than I do, at least.
Yes, but
So that
most
means Kevin
people-
doesn't need to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, we could probably get rid of you for this one episode if it wasn't for the technology.
Yeah.
Technology.
So,
Technology.
anyways, when we last left off, we were, well, at least they were, ranting about stuff that they didn't like in comics. So, Fire Fairy, is there anything in particular you do not like, just in general?
I'm gonna,
Hold
hold on,
on,
before we get started, let me just batten down the hatches. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Scotland Dell can go to hell.
Yeah. We did cover that. We did actually cover that. That's one of the things we managed to get.
Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
I-
We covered
I
that.
got that out of the way.
Nice words.
Yeah.
Well, the reboot in general, it just no.
Yeah.
I really don't know how much I can say.
You weren't
Well-
here for it, but we were doing the Media Martyrs universe reboot, which was much more amusing and much better.
Yeah. Then again, maybe in the Media Martyrs reboot universe, Fire Fairy would get to be a main cast member.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she replaces Ketchup since he doesn't exist anymore.
Oh.
So, wait,
What? It's what happened.
guys, does that mean that Kessup is the Stephanie Brown of Media Martyrs?
Yes.
Oh.
And it will be Wolf's
Wait,
Cat.
I think so far I've been compared to pretty much every single Bat superhero character in the DC universe.
Yeah, I think you've been compared to all the Bats except for Batwoman. So, unless you become homosexual in the next 5 minutes...
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Probably not.
Moving on!
Yeah, that's
Awkward Silence Part 2! Initiate!
Alright, back on track. Back on track. As little of a track as we had, we need to get back onto it.
I'm also holding my copy of The Killing Joke. I'm gonna read that.
I've heard about that, which is surprising because I don't hear about too much, at least pre-following all you guys on Twitter and then hearing everything about everything.
I regret nothing.
We regret everything.
Well, actually, surprisingly, it seems like we've run out of stuff to complain about, so we could move on to the good stuff.
Sword of Sorcery? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad.
The new
Fuck that
Conan
book.
series by Dark Horse, which I'm holding in my hands right now.
I like to think you're just
just wanna
materializing.
get
I like to think you're just materializing these comics out of thin air.
Oh, I almost did. I had to go to the closet where all my books are now kept.
Strauss,
So,
come out of the closet.
I am out of the closet. I'm in my bed right now.
Good
What
job.
the hell are you talking about? I feel so special. I feel like I'm really big right now.
This is, I didn't think it was possible, but I think this is the most insane episode of Media Martyrs we've had yet.
Yeah.
Yay.
In just
A
how
perfect instruction for Faye.
perfect. Well, I'll just say,
Anyway, let's get back on track. Let's talk about some of our favorite things about favorite comics. Like,
Do you want to
specifically.
get me gushing about Transformers out of the way, or do you guys want
Yeah,
to
okay, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna have
Okay.
a gut session.
So pretty much, back in the 80s, Marvel actually were the guys behind the Transformer comics, and it is actually really damn good. I mean, there's some silly stuff in there, like the Car Wash of Doom and the Intergalactic Circus. But you know what? There's a lot of fun moments, and there's some really good twists and turns in there. And I'd also like to recommend the current series. There's actually, a lot of currently ongoing stuff. There's Transformers Robots in Disguise, which is kind of like a political thing set on Cybertron. There's Regeneration 1, which is actually continuing the old Marvel series, which is weird because it's actually being done by IDW. And then the third one, which I have to recommend, is Transformers More Than Meets the Eye, which is focusing pretty much on Rodimus Prime and a ragtag crew of Autobots and Decepticons exploring the galaxy, just doing stuff. And I'm reading it in trades, but it looks like there's some really epic stuff going on right now involving some very underrated Decepticons that haven't been focused in the main, franchise. And now for me to talk about the one Marvel comic, which I recommend to everyone, even if you do not like Marvel, Deadpool. Zombie presidents! Monkeys! Exploding elephants!
Deadpool's is awesome.
Ethan,
Awesome.
about the Transformers comics, I have a question.
Sure.
Do any of them have hot shots?
I don't think so, no.
I got a question. I got a question.
Do they have Rodimus Prime?
I told you, More Than Meets the Eye is the one with the main character in him.
Do they have skids and mud flaps?
Oh God,
Yes.
no, not Holmes.
Hold on.
A torture of the reminder of Michael Bay's existence.
This is they have skids in there, but it's not racist skids. It's actually, as I like to call them, cool skids.
Okay.
Mm.
Alright, man, I'll trust you on that.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's see.
I feel, so who wants to go next?
Tash, you can go.
I'll go next.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of comics, but most of them are old or not as I don't read much new Marvel and DC. I did read some of the new 52. Some of them I really hated, like Suicide Squad. I did like Justice League Dark. I'm only like barely 2 volumes in, but I like that since I like the supernatural stuff.
Oh, what did you think about Xanadu?
I thought she was okay. Like, I don't know much about her. I know she's supposed to be blind. I can't remember if she was blind in this.
She's not blind in Justice League Dark or Demon Knight.
God damn it.
Oh yeah, we have to mention Demon Knights or Flitterby will kill us.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
I read some of that. After Cornell left, I just whatever, I'm done.
Well, while we're on the subject of Demon Knights, I'm pretty sure it's going to get canceled in September.
Yeah, probably.
It's selling
Like
way too
everything
low.
else that is good about the new 52, it shall be canceled.
Like iVampire.
And replaced by Batman.
iVampire is.
It's kind of.
I'm pretty-
I'll say one thing about comics. I'll just say one thing about comics in general. It's that looking at like whenever I see like numbers poster for whatever, for as widely known and like widely mainstream a thing comics has been, they sell pretty low numbers, at least compared to a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's the best way I describe the new 52. Everything you love is ruined.
That's
that helps a lot of people.
Or will turn into Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Starfire.
That's the
Starfire
Starfire.
who are classic Teen Titans characters. Nope, now they're characters in the Batman book. That sucks.
Well, in terms of my stuff, like I said, I only have one comic, but I do like that comic. That's my praise.
What comic is that?
Take one wild guess.
Mass Effect.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, you win the No Duh Award.
Can we just say that our predictability level is incredibly high?
Yes.
I know. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and recommend it. Okay, basically, I'll just say the comic specifically is Mass Effect Homeworlds #3. It's done by Dark Horse. They do all the Mass Effect comics. It's about Garrus, so go buy it.
Wait. Let me guess. He does some calibration.
No, actually, there is no mention of calibrations in the comic. It's basically, see, here's the thing. It's basically a prequel because it describes Garrus growing up, why he joined CSEC, and basically what he did in the time between Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2. And usually I don't like prequels, but the thing about this one, it filled in a lot of details that are actually kind of interesting. And it was also written by the person who actually wrote Garrus in the Mass Effect series, so it felt like it fit in with the universe, and it's well drawn and everything. So if you're a Mass Effect fan, go buy it.
That is a huge. You made a huge lie. We know that you prefer the Star Wars prequels.
Yeah. We don't trust you after that, man.
Touche.
And there's the fact that you don't like the Adventure Time episode where we learn who the Ice King really is.
Yeah.
The Christmas episode.
I'm trying to think. Like, okay, so I first screwed up majorly in episode 4, then again in episode 7. I'm trying to figure out if there's going to be a pattern to this kind of thing. Because
we'll find out next week, Keza.
Yeah, if I guess it would be every 3, maybe? So we'll see what we talk about next week. But yeah, comics.
Oh,
yes.
So,
I'll finish mine, or if you're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Other comics, Spider-Man in general, Hellboy and BPRD, and the Chris Claremont run on X-Men.
Wait, Spider-Man in general? You heard it here first, folks. Go read Superior Spider-Man.
Oh, be quiet. Quiet.
Okay, I'm up.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess.
Alright. Well, I normally don't really collect comic books, like Marvel comic books and all. But as we are speaking, I am checking out the digital comics on the Marvel website, and the free ones. But when it comes to comics, there's only one comic collection for me, and that's the basically the Sunday comic strip books that I've collected it growing up. And I consider the big three are the Peanuts, the Garfield, and Calvin and Hobbes. It's really surprising that of the comic strips, that the only one that's still surviving is Garfield. And
Garfield's funnier without Garfield.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Garfield minus Garfield.
Honestly, I remembered Calvin and Hobbes as a kid. I remember the first book I had of Calvin and Hobbes was called The Attack of the Deranged Mutant Killer Snowgoons, which was basically a collection of his of the comics. And
hold on.
Well, I think you guys are being rude. We have a guest here, and none of you are even you're all usurping. I think we should give Fire Fairy a chance.
I haven't even finished speaking yet.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
well, there was a long pause. I figured you were finished speaking.
No, I thought Strauss was
No,
being
I had some something come up. Don't worry, it's
Of course.
Okay.
no one is leaving me alone tonight. So
Welcome to
One
my
time
world.
on-
Welcome to my world.
Aw.
To be fair, they still hold up, even though Calvin and Hobbes are no longer in production, are no longer in, they don't make them, they have them archived, and the same with Peanuts, which I understand, which I have the Peanuts collection, which does have the final strip Charles Schultz made, which was published before his death, sadly. And I also have the greatest, and I still have my Garfield Fat Cat Free Pack books, even though the new ones are colorized. They used to be. Oh yeah, they colorized the Garfield.
Oh yeah, no, they colorized everything now.
I know.
It's weird.
And do I still consider them good? Yeah, I still consider them all right. I mean, it's Garfield. And then the same with Calvin and Hobbes. I plan to get this big thing, which is sometimes it's like a big Calvin and Hobbes anniversary thing, which is like a big book of all their comic strips. But it's like it's way pricey on Amazon. It's like $60. But it's worth. But if I ever get a chance, I will get it sometime.
All right. Faye, you want to go?
Go ahead, Faye.
All right, I'll give it a shot. Just first, about Calvin and Hobbes. I never read Calvin and Hobbes, but I read those Hobbes and Bacon strips online. They're the cutest thing.
Oh yeah, that's alright.
And on Calvin and Hobbes, I'd say it was pretty smart, honestly.
No,
it was a smart thing. But yeah, go on, Faye. Or Roxas, or who's talking?
Calvin's a crazy kid. What did you expect?
The cutest thing is JL8. The cutest thing is JL8.
Oh yes, JL8 is wonderful.
And you know what? I will be the first one to admit that I was the one who showed you that.
Yes.
And I get all the praise.
Sure you do.
I get all the love. You all have to deal with me praising myself as a person. As if my ego wasn't already big enough.
Yeah, crazy.
The best way to put it is, I am the Kanye of the group. Let me get into my zone. You won't like me when I'm in my
Then
zone.
you're gonna
Yes,
go nuts like Kanye.
Yeah, I will eventually run on stage, interrupt someone, and say, Beyonce had one of the greatest videos of all time. Anyway, Faye, just keep going with your favorite comics.
Go ahead.
This gets more out of hand as
I haven't read too much pre-boot yet, but Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle, read it. But getting into the reboot, Sword of Sorcery, well, there was Supergirl up until Hell on Earth. Superman Family Adventures.
Let's enjoy Superman Family Adventures and Sword of Sorcery while they last.
Yeah.
So, what do we take away from that? That DC likes it when they kill all their good stuff.
Yep. And not just comics.
Yeah.
We should have had you earlier. Hi-yo!
It's almost as if we should have planned this ahead of time or something.
Yeah.
That would actually be stating that we actually do anything ahead of time.
Well, to be fair, it took us less time to bring it today than it took DC to bring back Wally West.
Oh!
That is a singer, good sir.
Yeah.
Zing!
And may it ring out that Roxas has won.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Roxas, you win.
I'm actually looking at speaking of JL8, like, I'm looking at the site now, and the artist behind it actually did something cool where it's like Metal Gear Solid Playground. It has all the Metal Gear characters as kids, and Solid Snake has a dart gun, and Ocelot has a water pistol. It's awesome.
Yeah.
This is
It's the best thing.
And awkward silence.
Yep.
Oh,
Welcome to Media Martyrs.
Awkward silence.
Well,
Anyway, I guess that means I'm up
sure.
because I'm the only one who hasn't done yet. Right now, currently, I don't read much comics because I don't live near a comic book store, and I'm a trade buyer. But I have a few that I like. I have in my hands right now The Dark Knight Returns. Back before Frank Miller went completely insane.
Yeah.
We should one day we'll get to Frank Miller and Miller time.
What he started on the goddamn back.
Also, here is one of my favorite authors, the great Alan Moore. I'm holding the
Never
curtain.
heard of him.
Yes. Okay.
Don't you dare lie to us, Phantom Roxas. We will hunt you down, kill you, strap you down to a table, and sacrifice you to a dark god.
Do not piss off Alan Moore. He has a beard.
A dark god. Guys, if
You're crazy.
that's
Yes, we are insane.
Itself.
But really, I really do like, but I did want to actually, what I really wanted to gush though about is, the new Conan series by Dark Horse, which is, more based, and actually the old Conan series as well, because that was really good as well. They recently, back in the 70s, Marvel used to do the, Conan comics. That was by, let's see, who was that by? I just had to read into it. Yeah, that was by writer Roy Thomas and art by Barry Smith. And honestly, they're really good. If you go back, it's a bit silly at times. Conan never wears a shirt or pants, so it's a lot like He-Man. But it's really good. That's the original 70s run, and there's a new run out. You can get that in trade form, and there's a new run out which is by Kurt Busiek and art by Kerry Nord, and it's really goddamn good. It's based more after the original pulp novels, and they're spectacular. Go read them.
Well, if we're looking towards the future, I'd like to say I haven't read anything about it yet. But in terms of, there are two superhero comic books, kind of concept ideas in general that I want to read because I just like the ideas behind both of them, and that is Blue Beetle and Green Lantern.
One of those warms Faye's heart more than anything else. And I should know, I follow your Tumblr.
What's this leaked
I
Ant-Man
regret
footage?
nothing.
We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about
Yeah,
that
I just posted that in the chat. Like, there's a leaked trailer for Ant-Man right now, so just watch it before you shoot
actually-
Stop.
Stop derailing the topic.
Stop breaking the fourth
Well,
wall.
no, we're not doing the topic. We're talking about Ant-Man, so we're still technically talking about comics.
When was the
What's
last time? Is there even I've never even heard of an Ant. I've never even heard of
Who's
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man?
Okay, I can actually explain this one. Ant-Man
Whoa,
is one of the...
Go ahead.
I can actually explain
The
Ant-Man.
guy's mouth. He spit. What the?
Don't.
What?
What?
Anyway,
What's an Ant-Man?
Ant-Man.
Who's
Is-
Ant-Man?
Ant-Man is one of the Avengers.
Yes.
Hank Pym. He is super scientist Hank Pym.
Isn't Hank Pym
was-
the Atom?
No.
No, that's
No,
Ray
that-
Palmer.
That's
Ray
Ray Palmer.
Ah.
It goes to show what you know.
I never stated I knew anything. This
Then
should
why
not.
are you in a...
It's funny that I still remember the Atom
Ray Palmer.
because of the,
No, that's a
the old
They have similar
Justice League
powers, though.
cartoons from the
Yeah.
60s.
Anyway, Ant-Man was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby in 1962,
Okay.
and he has the ability to adjust his size due to a supersuit. And he's well known for turning to the size of an ant, or to a two-story building.
And he can also
course.
control ants. He can also control
Yeah.
ants.
And he's
That's
also
right,
a complete...
So he's like the
He's a white
bug.
beater.
He's like the Aquaman.
Yeah, pretty much.
but only controls bugs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Why the heck does he beat his wife? Like, why?
Because
I think
he's
it was like some storyline. I guess he got like
Lies.
injured or something, and he turned into an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
basically, it was a really bad idea.
Bad idea.
It is the only thing people know him for.
Also, you know what I'd like
Never
to...
live it down.
Well, since there was this whole we've never heard of Ant-Man thing, you know what's a comic series that I'm pretty sure still exists, like in some form at least, but I never hear anyone talk about, not even you guys. That would be the Fantastic Four. Are they still around?
Yeah, they're still around.
No, I've literally heard nothing.
No.
I've literally heard nothing.
That's a perfect segue because I'm going to talk about the other Ant-Man, Scott Lang.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know it was a segue, but okay.
Okay. Well, okay, here's the thing, is that the Fantastic Four has this other team called the Foundation, and in the main Fantastic Four book, they're off go on an adventure. For reasons I don't know, they, so while they're gone, they left 4 people in charge, and one of them is Scott Lang, who is the second Ant-Man. So, Scott Lang is kind of a Fantastic Four character now.
What?
You know, the funny thing is, if we're going to talk about some of our favorite superheroes, we might as well go into that.
Oh
As
yeah,
a
yeah.
next course of action. Let's start with the one everyone loves nowadays, and that one we can't get rid of, and now controls majority of DC's revenue.
It's a bird.
That might.
It's
That might.
Wally
That-
West.
Ambush
No.
squad.
Oh, come on.
Brown.
Is it a bird? It's a plane? It's Superman?
No, it's clearly Batman, because it's
Yeah.
now the Bat-52.
Batman.
Actually, I would love to be watching the old school Batman TV series.
Let's go do that right now. Episode's over. We're just gonna go watch 60s Adam West Batman.
Honestly, that'd be fun. I'd be down for that.
Okay.
How much fun that is? That's like a grand old time right there.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
best
That sounds
things we've been
fun.
doing.
Yeah.
Unlike the recent Batman, which is I'm Batman. You can't see me. You can't see me, I'm Batman.
Or as I like to say,
Hold
I'm
on.
Batman, damn it! Now get off the bloody set!
Wait, I just realized, going
Oh.
all the way back to
I know, it's
the
all-
Martyrs
but yeah,
reboot, in an earlier episode I had said that Kesub is Damian Wayne. So actually the reboot Damien got killed.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the death tally for Robin's 3 out of 5.
Wow.
Poor Jason.
5?
There's been 5
Yeah.
Robins. Unless we count the Dark Knight Returns.
Actually, if we use a bit of cross-universe logic, that does actually make a sort amount of sense, because Robin is technically a red shirt.
So,
Oh,
guys. So you're saying being Robin is basically being a curse?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's ironic because
Well, it's either that or your parents died.
It's like being Defense of the Dark Arts teacher at Hogwarts.
He goes through so many Robins. Is being Robin basically a curse?
fine.
Well, not counting Dick Grayson, because he becomes Nightwing.
Well,
kind of.
Well, Tim Drake, but well.
Oh yeah. Didn't they reboot him so he's not Robin anymore?
Because
Yeah, and now he's possessed by Trigon, and don't. Just
What?
Oh. Wait, guys.
No, a lot of comics nowadays seem to be just don't.
Yes, that's her. Guys, not only is Tim Drake never a Robin, he's going to become Red X.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Red X.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Is that a Teen Titans reference? Just
No, I think he's literally going to be Red X. I think they're bringing him from the show into the comics.
No, Tim Drake is going to become Red X.
Okay.
I'm serious.
That's just dumb.
It is.
it is.
And clearly Red X is supposed to be Jason Todd. Doom-tish.
Oh God, why?
I never really bought into that theory.
Sorry, what's that theory again? I'm just zoning.
That Jason
That
Todd.
Red X is Jason Todd.
Oh, that would be stupid.
I see we've slipped back into the complaining about stuff portion of the show.
Well,
See
it's
the madness
much
that
more
we endured, Fire Fairy? This is the madness that we endured on the Martyrs.
Yeah.
Today is especially mad, though. Like, I don't even know, really.
Of course we don't know. We're idiots.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh god.
We already look stupid, remember? You said that.
Well,
that
actually-
was in the trailer.
Well, actually, if we... thinking about, we don't look stupid because there's no visuals for this. We just sound stupid.
We just sound.
Well, that's how
like
dumb we are.
professionals. Damn
No,
it.
that's how dumb we are. We sound... we sound so hard we look it.
Okay, so, all of you go read I, Vampire. I don't care if you don't like vampires, go read I, Vampire.
No, I've been told I Vampire's really good, actually. And therefore it shall be cancelled in the oncoming months.
Oh, that's fine.
Isn't it already being canceled?
I believe so, actually.
It ends next month.
So is DC basically the Fox of the comics industry?
Yep, they are now.
Well, I hear
What would that
Marvel's
make
doing a
Marvel?
lot.
Would that make Marvel NBC or something? Or no, wait, Marvel's
Maybe
just
UPN.
no, wait, Marvel.
Am I the only one who remembers UPN?
Is UPN
Yeah, I remember
Marvel
UPN. Yeah,
ABC?
Marvel isn't
Wait,
necessarily
what?
canceling, they're just relaunching them.
What was that?
Marvel is ABC. IDW is UPN.
Oh,
So wait, they
Marvel
have Afros in Space.
what?
Do you not remember that show? Nobody remembers that show?
Afros in space?
Yeah, Black People in Space. That was the entire show.
What?
Sounds awful.
What was that?
Secret Diary of Dustin Pfeiffer.
Afro.
Anyway,
Homeboys
Getting back
in
on
outer
track.
space.
That's it.
hold on.
Whoa! Back to the
Listen
comic.
to your fearless leader.
Okay, I
This is
think
the straw.
both Fearless and Leader is a lie. So,
Hey, that's not cool.
oh.
You were gonna say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, but I was so unmentally interrupted that I'm actually kind of angry.
Come on.
I have to quit.
Just internet hug.
Anyway,
Internet hug.
no more internet hugs. It's time to be a man. So anyway, we're talking about comics, and I find it fascinating because clearly the popularity of all the Batman stuff is directly proportional to a certain person slash director slash movie franchise.
Schumacher.
Schumacher.
Yes.
I will not actually identify that.
You know,
Here's the thing, that actually makes sense, because if Schumacher didn't do so badly with the other films, then they wouldn't have then Nolan wouldn't have come along to make his Dark Knight trilogy. Thus, Batman would not have been popular.
You know what? That reminds me. A few weeks ago, I randomly came across 2 people talking about the Schumacher films, and one person was wondering why exactly the bat nipples were a bad thing.
What?
That was
Bat nipples.
Give me their name and home address now.
Seriously.
Okay, I
Have you
shall
seen
enter.
It's freaky.
It looks weird. That's why. It
The
just
bat
looks.
nipples and the badass.
Yes,
Should
Roxas?
not have.
I'll answer your question with another question of my own. Why do they even need to be there?
Yeah, that's your question. It's like there's nothing physically wrong with it. They just look weird and they have no purpose.
Why do they need the bat nipples? And why do they need a bat ass shot? Ugh.
Well, that's simple because George Clooney has a nice butt.
That's a quote.
Oh, come on. This is an obvious one, guys.
Oh my god. I want...
Gee.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
And
I'm not really much of a hero. I'm more of
So how much longer are we going anyway?
You're the hero.
You're just
until we get tired.
Wow.
So, speaking of Nolan, I'm optimistic about Man of Steel, but I know
I'm not.
I'm waiting for them to make the Justice League Dark movie with Guillermo del Toro doing it. Make that and we'll talk DC.
The only reason I care about Man of Steel is Amy Adams as Lois Lane.
I'm kind of being optimistic about it, okay?
I'm cautiously, in all honesty, I look at it as
hoping it's good.
Like the problem is, I don't like the grim, dark way they're going at it.
Yeah. You don't do Superman the way you do Batman.
And you have Nolan's fingerprints on it, and I just go, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
If you have a Flash movie, I will accept it being Barry as long as you get a Flash movie.
I might one day.
Someday. We all just stare out the
Where over the rainbow are Flash movies.
Yeah. That'll happen, and then Joss Whedon will write Wonder Woman. Oh wait.
Oh, boo!
And then maybe... never mind, I'm not even going there.
And then there will be the... No, that didn't happen.
You know, honestly, I want to read comics more than I do. It's just money. I have none of it. And that doesn't help.
Well, then be a pirate.
No, don't be a pirate. That's going to ruin a lot of things for a lot of people. And then we're going to have to get more Batman comics so they can make up the money.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, it's just, comics are on a long list of things like, I like this, I want to get interested in it, it's just not high up enough on the list to warrant my money right now because I'm a teen with no job and have no income.
So, speaking of Batman, how about that 0 year?
Oh, that.
What? What is it?
An 11-month arc that is about Batman's origin in the comics.
Oh man, I haven't heard Batman's origin story yet. Let's go over that again.
Allow me to summon up the Batman's origin in one sentence. My parents are dead.
Wait, another origin story of Batman? Ugh, no, thank you.
Supposedly they're trying to not contradict everything you know. Let's see. Witness the new 52 origin of the Dark Knight in Batman Zero Year. Twists and turns are around every corner as Bruce Wayne takes the final step towards his destiny. And in the backup story, learn more about how different Gotham City was at this dangerous point in time.
I think specifically, especially, like, with my whole, it goes back to my whole, I don't like prequels that much kind of thing. With the whole, my biggest problem with that is the whole twists and turns thing. We know the story. What twists are you gonna can you throw into that to
The Riddler
possibly
shows up.
make it?
He's gonna fight the Riddler, apparently.
We find out how Bane got his accent.
Batman, would you like to see my penis?
You live in the dark.
Hey, no! Hey, no!
No! Batman, don't look up at the sun, it'll hurt your eyes.
Oh, no, I did it!
Oh, that's psychology. Okay, who's gonna save the conversation?
The other news guy, Gardner, becomes the Red Lantern again.
Well, Green Lantern.
And yet there is still
Checking out some.
Did somebody say Green Lantern?
Uh-oh.
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
Batman, I hope
So,
you want to see
today, you will like this. There are 2 books that have yet to be announced. I propose a Saint Walker book. However,
Yes.
Saint Walker will be aided by Razor.
Yes.
I could see her happiness.
While this is going on, I'm just checking out some free digital comics.
We need a Saint Walker and Razor team up. It would be awesome.
Yes.
Would you like to see a Razor team up? Hey, no!
Which reminds me, the new writer for Red Lantern and Green Lantern Corps, he's apparently going to be drawing from the animated series, so I think I might have some new books to check out.
See, Faye, this is why you have to read I, Vampire, because Gil Cobb is amazing.
Batman!
Okay, let's see.
Batman, I saw your mother naked on television last night.
Who that mom's 4-star?
Okay.
This episode.
What the?
I think we can kind of. We should probably.
No, we should just continue doing Bane impressions.
No.
Let's keep talking about heroes.
No. Please do not continue, Roxas. I'm not sure who you sound like, but it's not Bane.
That's not Bane.
Yeah, we're bringing this to a close.
Anyway, before we go out, I'd like to thank Faye for being our first ever guest.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Yeah, I guess in summation, comics are weird and they make for weird podcast episodes.
Yes. Tune in next time when Kazum somehow manages to find a way to sink even lower.
Yeah.
And contradict himself since he says he doesn't like prequels, yet he liked the prequels more than the original.
I generally don't like prequels.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
And now comes the long period where we say, good night, folks. And if you're watching this during the day, good day. And if you're not watching it on a different planet, then that is awesome. And thank you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lord.
I said good day.
Yes.
Good night.
And as we close, I just like to say to all you Media Martyr fans, our only thought is to entertain you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as Garfield would put it, feed me.
I hate Mondays.